There I be. There I. Once again, forget the camera. Well, at least I'm not on the wrong scene this time, so little victories. Anyway, welcome to session 4 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last session, a lot of investigating, a lot of turn of events, as it seems this game has plenty of. And we are up to another day. Hopefully the finale of the Samarai case. Turnabout Samarai. But last time we found out that there's more to this case than meets the eye. And that someone from Studio 2 is our true killer. So she's my... That chose a poor time to mess up, but let's get back into it. That's pretty much all I'd say. So, welcome back in. Let's get the show on the road. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright and Code offices. Also, I may have to adjust the mic a couple times. I think There I go. I think I once again touched the mic backs and I jabbed it. Give me 1 sec. Also, you were indeed first. Congratulations. So like that. Push my chair a little bit in because floor mat's a bit janky. Anyway, that should be fine. I hope. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad, I'm sorry I missed it. Eh? Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. All I need is a motive and proof. How? Get going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new course system introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we no time to waste. I doubt much has changed in here, but... No, nothing has changed here. Alright, let's get going. Let's see how Mr. Powers is doing before we head into the studio once more. October 19th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Still feel like the positioning's a bit off. Yeah, it didn't help I bumped the mic last second, but we'll roll with it for now. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really riled him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Well, can you tell me more about Miss Vanquist? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. Genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dare tells her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hints. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and And what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. So can you tell me about Mr. Vanilla? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call down. Whenever she says jump, he acts out high and all that. I can imagine him being her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started this business. But he's just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How can he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samarai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Banquist came to Global. 5 years ago? Yeah. Plot thickens, I guess. So, have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. These are the Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. Fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Oh, guess that's all we're getting. Back to the studio. I figured maybe that cheer him up, that's why I showed him to it. That's why I showed him it. Ah, great, she's still here. Man, go with make sure it's quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? I bet we can eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. I guess food is still in my stomach today. Or brain. Either one. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. Well, at least she's not completely pissed like yesterday. Maybe all the writing did her some good, I don't know, but... I still have questions to ask. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. And she seems better. Do you not like the producer? Look, studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. So, can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal, he's soft to push over. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. It's not getting into that sort of stuff. Very creepy is because I don't want to imagine him being a... I don't want to have flashbacks to the whole, being in Yakuza again. You know the one. About Mr. Hammer. Yeah. And she's back to me pissed. Also, my wires are tangled up. A good sign. Just leave it as is, it'll be fine. I'll untangle it during break or something. I heard about what he said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old hammer. He drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Yeah, piss is an understatement, Phoenix. Also, forgive me, to say things are tangled up today is an understatement. There it goes. Listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' his costume so he can sneak by me? He would never stoop this low. It's impossible. Yeah, let's move on before I get unnerved by this person. By Opeg again. Number 19, employee area of Global Studios. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. Well, the trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. So this is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. No touching. Yeah. Oh, sorry, pal. It didn't mean to frighten you. It didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. It's dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills, see? Traces will change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the tasty solution and the plate changed color, alright? So the food in this plate had been laced with sleeping pills? Looks like it. Found in the employee area, on there are traces of sleeping pills in the big bone and the large bone. So, how goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should just switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I'd buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. Felt kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth now. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth's out of control. He was in the waiting room when he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Wow. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. Found the victim, Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. I was thinking this would be nothing but conjecture again, but at least more questions than answers. But it's a start, at least. It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm gonna go back to the precinct to do more detailed tests. You're being very free with your information today, Detective. Well, don't go telling anyone about this, pal. I don't want to be stuck with mountains of paperwork again. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Yeah? Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone but you up there, Powers would have been done for by now. Detective, about that bottle. Oh, that. Talk about embarrassing, pal. Can't believe I missed down on my first sweep for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth. It must be tough being a detective without responsibility. Oh. Well, the picture. Nah. You only care about the current stuff. Don't anything else has changed. Although I'm honestly morbidly curious again, because maybe there's something that's not questionably edible today. Nah. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... what? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. Nani? No. I was wondering if I can ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. Still the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammers do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She has some dirt on him. He'd do everything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, that stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using a new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studio is gonna change its programming. They're not gonna make kid shows anymore. Nani? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. So why aren't they gonna make kid shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want to Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to figure out all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is... The man collected all these photographs. Kids love to steal Samarai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. So, what can you tell us about what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died. It was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Banquist, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Basket's asked him to do? But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. Let's see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. So some stuff went down a few years ago. Is what I'm getting at. Is what's happening. It seems like. Put all WP's personal belongings in here. You'll be able to come pick them up, right? Sure, will come. Yes. I doubt anything has changed, but you can never be too thorough. The regular suits. Oh, sorry. Haven't cleaned up there yet. Nah, I think it was just... Here's lore about what happened in the past. Actually, wait. What about this from yesterday? No. Alright. I guess we're talking to the Libertarian, Oldbag again. What? You're still sneaking around? You like to play so much, why did you take over from me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everyone's doing enough damage to forget Hammer. Who do you think made Global Studios what it was today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth neck. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Alright, how pissed is she gonna be about this? I wanted to ask about 5 years ago. Answer, very. Oh, Toad. Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nicholas? Nichols? Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. The recently departed, no less. Suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. Can you clean that Hammer Still Powers costume? You expect to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole his costume? Sorry, Miss Oldbeck, but I do have proof. I'm assuming the bottle, right? Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on them. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer has some sleepless nights. This. Take that. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so... Well, this is a plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Sobek? Fine, okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in. Miss Sobek? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, the paparazzi took a photo of it too. Oh, took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. Guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She had ties to the mafia. Nani? Or Niente. One of the two. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, our old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Sobek? Hold on a minute. Or Miss Oldbeck. Here, take this. Photograph? Wait a second. I recognize that, well, I guess when you point out yesterday's coming into the picture, Apple, that fence post. But yeah, that's gotta be words. That is definitely one of the ways you don't want to die. You don't want your soft bits on a metal fence, dude. This is a picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. Pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. He fell the wrong way, for sure. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo that shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. Although she's evidence goes all the way to the next page. I say we check this out. Or at least get closer to the Studio 2. Since that seems to be our true crime scene, not Studio 1. December 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left him here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. It's still on or off? Nah, looks like it's still off. Yeah, the mascot of Global Studios. Apparently his name is Mr. Monkey. Studio 2 is down that way. Studio 2. The real scene of the crime. Say, Nick, how did you figure that out again? Well... actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. Ah. Oh, that's the studio where they filmed Jack Hammer's body. I don't have the key card anymore, so I can't go in there today. Alright, back to the actual scene of the crime. So, hello, Vasquez. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? I just realized every time I try to make like a blowing into the mic says no, so. That's what I'm trying to do, because, you know, she's smoking that fancy looking pipe. Hello? Hey, E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. Ooh-woo? Oh. What, you mean like ooh-woo? I can't resist. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it? Nick, she did it. She's the killer. Babe, let's speak to me. I know it. Alright, let's just look around first, because it seems like we're not gonna get anywhere talking to her. What I want to look at is this. There's some flowers here. That's so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Maybe I have to show her the picture? Let's look inside the trailer first before I commit to trying to aggravate Vasquez probably from showing her that. That's what my instinct's telling me now. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. Yeah, she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Where I had the meeting, paper cup tacos and paper cups scattered about. I guess I do have to talk to her. Alright, fine. I was thinking maybe Edward was in here because they were saying that he was pissed. And she's not even looking. Where? Nani? Where did you get that? Well... Ode bag. Ode? She meets a security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer? The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Again, that feeling of indifference for her. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Dick, she went inside the trailer. Okay, I guess we talk inside the trailer, sure. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using an accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammers, you controlled him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid show for petty change. So, I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, if it was an accident. But you used to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And I think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? Yeah? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? This is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. Believe you... Grammar, of course. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. He jumped on a reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need us a negative, so he could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is output evidence. Boys. Oh crap. I think we found the Yakuza rebel. That's not a good sign. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? Nani? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Yeah, we found the Chinese mafia pretty much. Well, probably not, but probably so. Tell me why. Why did you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? Sure, you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No. Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. Period's contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah, Saved by the Bell. Or Gumshoe. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry it's a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. No arrests, but making sure they cooperate is probably the next best thing, I guess. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. I think he heard, and I think honestly, considering he was surrounded by 5 different dudes, well, 4 different dudes in Vasquez, it's like Disco Elysium, where MC walks circles around a gang of people without resorting to violence, so it works. Just don't question it. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Like I said, at least we didn't go 6 feet under, so that's a plus. Well, Nick? It looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? E. Vasquez. To be continued, once again, in a few seconds. Yeah, I'm glad I ended yesterday the way it did, because we would have definitely went over for time. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, room number 4. Or just straight into it. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact in Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edward seems particularly on edge today. Or at least to half of his namesake. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Would a witness say their name and occupation? D. Vasquez, a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer of Studio 2. I'm more surprised they didn't send Salmonella or the bigwigs getting straight into the action. Jay Smoking, to be fair, we've had a kid bring their toy sword and the camera. And we had a nerd, so I'm not questioning the logic. Because everyone here knows, yes? Yeah. I just, like, need this banner. You must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. She's guilty, I'll catch her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the evening. Sal and I ate teaspoon steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. Huh? There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Manila used his van to drive Basket to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. The final battle, Nick. Let's do it. I already smell inconsistency in this, but we're still gonna press regardless. Just because of what we know about the monkey. Mr. Monkey. So yeah, something definitely doesn't add up to this. By yourself? Yes. Yeah, you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Well, let's talk a little bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? All I had to do was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Right. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. So, do you have anyone who can verify this? Sal? No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. You could have been murdered during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kinda wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Yeah, because it adds, well, at least the additional part adds up because me making it 12 and 4, there was to be a rehearsal afterwards. I think I know what it probably is. I'm gonna save just in case. Nah. I'm thinking 2 steps ahead. The game will eventually want me to remember the monkey. It's not right now. Maybe it's this part? No. And let's say clearly say objection and it's like the music ends, I know that means that I did something wrong. Objection. As I thought. You claimed you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. I'm sure the van's definitely gonna come to play. But I guess right now we're trying to make sure that I'm assuming the logic is she may have laced 2 different things with the meat. I mean, with the sleeping pills. We'll find out in a second for sure. But what's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on a table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, neither I mind you was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Miss Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Alright, that's where we're connecting. The fact that there's like nothing on those plates are empty. Yet there are no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can the person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like the incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious your murder? Your murder, Your Honor. She was meeting with the Steel Samarai. I'm thinking of how rare steak should be. That's what's on my mind. And rare / murder, same thing. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez let the trailer eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samarai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't it a little presumptuous? What kind of stunts are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman with petite stature. How can I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? And there he is going to be a battle of wits, aka losing life is a losing the blue meter is a possibility. It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but silence. I'm speaking. The victim was stabbed to the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the Steel Samurai is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the Steel Samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled it away from him? Yeah, take that, Wright. If we still think she did it, show us proof. Hey, Nick. Look at the data we have on the Steel Samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets that words? Isn't there something in there that gets you? Something odd about the Samurai spear? Wait. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Your Honor. I remember. I'd like to take back my curious claim. Very well, I won't hold you to your claim. But I'm afraid I'll have to... for dog's sake, really. Was this you're taking back your claim? Let's backtrack for a moment. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meeting. The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. The rest of the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is this possible? For someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume like this, with this, through the chest? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Mr. Knights, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Of course. Yeah, Edworth is not happy about any of these witnesses testifying in this case. Let's see, he got burned by the kid. He got outwitted by... Actually, no, he got outwitted by the kid. And burned by the kid. And, you know, edgy boy, because security lady. It's not Edward's day today, the past couple days. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded. And be unfounded, Mrs. Wright and Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. I present to you the murder weapon. Again. Nick? Think about this some more. Huh? Think? Please? How can that possibly be... I was thinking that it wasn't the murder weapon, but it was like the blade of the metal bit of the spear. That's right. It's gonna be one of those dumb moments where I think I know and I don't know. No. I was thinking the monkey? No. Okay, we got there. Look at this photo. Yeah, I was thinking, it's not the spear at the end of the spear, no. She ran him over, no. It's the head fell over, no. It's the blackmail. That's the murder weapon. Look at this photo. What is this? Why is Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs? Oh, don't tell me. She did the exact same thing as the blackmail thing, didn't she? If she did, that's clever. Order. Can I have order? This trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth? You still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him to the chest? I will say that fence post definitely came into play for this trial. Because that means the crime scene is Studio 2, not Studio 1. The question is how did he get moved there, but we'll find out shortly. Are you sane? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Did Steve Vasquez meet Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer? Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Again, fate has a funny way of smirking sometimes. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. Deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer on the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break-in and the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, and then carried in Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. I indeed have a helper. I indeed have ideas about where this is going. Indeed. Well, Mr. Knight, how could she have dealt with the body? What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? I mean, there's a possibility they're connected, but I'm not sure on this yet. For instance. Actually, for that matter, there is no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Is it right? They show us how she carried the body. I mean, it has to be this, right? Also, take that. Miss Vasquez. You carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was a bit of rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Cell take me. There was a van there, right? I had Cell drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. And don't forget, it was Sal Manila that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? Of course, Sal Manila had to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in a small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win. So what happens next? Yeah. Don't me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Yeah. I lost something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? It's on my head. Who can say? Nani? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, just engaged in the battle of wits. And the result of that battle proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. Nani? Order. Mr. Ezra, your thoughts. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Of course. Ezra isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. Truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. 10. Come so far, only to fail. And it seems there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yeah? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. Edgeworth, why? I see. Yeah, I'm about as confused as this as you are, Rebel. Very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? That's the objection by the prosecutor. I don't see where we had anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see the point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify in the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? Probably realized she did it too. But... Wasn't he the one that said he'd always get a guilty verdict? After all that? Edgeworth. After finding the body. I mean, to be fair, it's honestly better than still cross-examining the kid, so I'll take it. I was with Selma Bank, the security lady, when he found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady Oldbank was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Just alright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Well, I don't know, so when in doubt, press. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal, so I would say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wouldn't stuff any bodies into costumes, mind you. Wait. I smell a contradiction, but I'm gonna check the rest of the evidence first before I randomly press. Or she sees through anything I had to throw at her. I feel like that's important, but we're gonna hold off on that. Mr. Powers is taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember what? There was a dead body laying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm. Is there anything calm enough when I accuse you of murder? Okay, there's many places to press. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. That silence. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Oh, beg. Security lady? Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him go toward the studio. Right, still Samarai. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems like everyone else was questioned. And I'm really fond of that sort of thing. But you can't decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved. That's they covered for us. Covered for you or cover it up for you? There must have been a lot writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure professionals helped convince they were when they didn't require questioning. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. I feel like that's my press. So you weren't questioned? That's correct. Find these things... it's tasteful. To find something to peg this on her hair. Everything we've done to know would have been would be wasted. I believe in you, Mick. Go get him. I'm willing to bet this is probably the press I need. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. You could think of rehearsing after that. Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Also, objection? Question mark? Nani? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring a script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what this means? She wouldn't have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Yeah? Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Can't believe Edgeworth's helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect his reason. Leader Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Also, hold it. How would you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal? He told me. Sal, the director. Also save first before I do that, because this is probably the last push I need. Nope, that was not it. I was thinking she drove the van herself instead of letting her do that. Nope, that's not it. Sal drove it, yeah, but apparently that's not the reason. I was with Sal and Obeg, scary lady. Assistant was there, Powers was missing. Has to be left out, went back to the trailer, get the script. She knew that Hammers was injured and she couldn't do any action scenes, so he left them behind. Nope, that is not the answer. I'm gonna end up eating every single piece of evidence to find out. Let me look at this press one more time before I think of something. How would you know about the injury? How did I know? Alright, she wouldn't know because she was at Studio 2. He wouldn't know about the injury. Actually... Yeah, you're right, Rebel. Objection. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? I was thinking the picture wouldn't be relevant. No, the picture was completely relevant because she would have. I mean, he wouldn't be limping. Yes, Mr. Hammers is dragging his leg in this photo. And that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. But pretending? Only one person was injured in that run through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Yeah? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but... wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. And when was he doing this? Well... it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume. And went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer had been injured that morning. Eh? Please turn on events. Order, order. I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, see, sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are these real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen in hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there's a reason, it's clear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to you the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Take that! This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. Yeah? I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighted him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you only have talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who have killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please can you explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder? Okay. Now you presented the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. Take that. This is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. Say it all that proves that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Knight. Of course. Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him up the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? I was thinking to be the photo again. No, I was proven wrong. Simple. Mr. Hammer was detained to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady to thinking he was Powers. Like I said, thinking outside the box. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill the Vasquez who has so cruelly taken advantage of him all these years. Also, rip pipe. There's some sort of irony to all this, you know. So, you did it. Didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone called evidence. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Yeah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell through the trailer stairs. Manuel? Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No. Manuel. Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Steve Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm as collected as ever. I see. Mr. Knight. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought again yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so was only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. Court find the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Victory confetti. That's confetti. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he would try to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammond wanted to put the blame on you because... the pictures? It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was a Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as the villain to boot. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Right, about that. Man, it sucks to be this guy, honestly. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick? Edgeworth? Oh. Didn't think I see you. Just a stare down, I guess. Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? Nani? That was too bad, Edgeworth. I mean, you don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really wanted to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if he hadn't stepped in. And, pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. And, Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm settled with necessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Wanted an autograph, decided to just be Edgeworth, I guess. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? Now we are, I guess. Nani? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Soda Kernan closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir about revealing an accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios reached out its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? Oh, I guess they brought the Pink Princess back. I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine. I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real willpowers. I'm more surprised it went through with Pink Princess. The end. It's only noon too, so we definitely have time to go to the next episode. Also, that sounds ominous. Turn up goodbyes. Well, we definitely have time, so at least see how this case goes, I guess. I'm sure at the end we'll probably look at each picture and just realize what they're all about. But for now, silence. Also, that got dramatic fast. Merry Christmas, you're dead. Like a scene out of, Nani? I was gonna say, it's like a scene out of, Home Alone. That one, scene, the one gangster, seen on the TV. But... okay, this case is already piquing my interest. Let's get into it, I guess. December 25th, 10:08 a.m., Wright and Cole offices. Hey, Nick. Do you know if there's any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under. Preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements before you're new under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any films per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. Rush to rushing spring waters. Next to the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident that Gordy is a real deal. Boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? Yeah. The water pressure is kinda low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Apparently, Fey blood is no way to detect his sarcasm. Maya, please. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder. Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. The suspect was apprehended. Those inside the police department revealed the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Yeah. Edgeworth. That's why I said naughty earlier, because I wanted to honestly believe that was a flashback, but apparently it wasn't. What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yeah, Maya. The fireman yelled at me when I called him. You've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. Nani? When? Where? Who? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. RJ, I want to find out something has changed. It's the previous case was like 2 months ago, so I'm just curious. Oh, they're planning a second branch. Maya's favorite plant. Its name is Charlie. Maya's gone the knack of watering it lately. Yeah. She's actually gotten better. Maya brought out a poster to steal Samarai the other day. We had a big fight over whether to put it up or not. And now she's just waiting for a chance to sneak it up against the wall. Typical looking legal books stand in a profitable row. They mock me. I tried reading one and it made my head hurt. I closed it and stepped out of my hand, then my foot hurt too. Mia's desk. On behalf of our clients, I would probably sit here more often. Lately, I've been spending more time on the couch just watching TV. Right, let's get moving, I guess. December 25th, this detention center visitors room. You know, Nick? We've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? Oh, guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Hey, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth, come back. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney, then laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? No, it's a trick. Laughing to get mad or burst into tears. Edgeworth, don't have so much free time we could spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hope you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. Sorry, curiosity. Smile for the camera. Still the same person. This card monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. Still is real pro. Or maybe he's just nervous of Edgeworth in the room. Alright, let's talk Edgeworth. No. I mean, I guess it's technically mocking, but here. Your attorney's badge. Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Good one, Wright. But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Just a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. Nani? My case is near hopeless, Wright. Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular cannot ask to do this. I mean, it was more gloating that I didn't think the game would say, you could totally do this. Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you gonna do about it? Duh. We're gonna help you, that's what. Yeah. Help me. You. Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey. Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes. Late last night. The lake's a long way away from your offices and courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy? Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Edgeworth, it's just really hard for me to ask, but he didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. And Nick. Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick? Well, I mean, we were told Gourd Lake, so let's go. Let's ride. Probably by bus, knowing us. December 25th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. Because apparently Phoenix doesn't have a license, as we found out. This is where it happened? Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park. I see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gunshoe over there? Well, pal? There's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Back at the turns tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. Why were you arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up. Just you try saying that again. I'll... Sorry if you do. So just get on my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gunshoe's kind of scary today. Recruits. Peh. Yeah. Hey, you're that hairy guy, Hairy Butts. Right. Phoenix Wright. Will you ever learn my name? Just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating. Yeah, I suppose. But I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually access to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. Remember, I'm gonna look around first. Sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many painters come for spiritual training, Maya. Go winners show from the bare leaf trees today. Is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb. Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. Now, Well, it is the entrance point. I guess there's not really much to see. That badge. You're showing it out to the wrong guy, pal. You gotta show it to someone who needs it. Okay, maybe I should have thought twice before declaring today badge showing day. Detective Gumshoe. Do you know what happened here? Huh? Don't know, pal? No. Well, okay, Mr. Harry the Fluffy Pink Cloud's lawyer. Helen, Nani? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out at Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth. A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. But how did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, Detective? Of course I do. But police are pretty sure he's a killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us. Hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side.
His name is John C.
Not even John... not even John Cena. Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is... well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal. Tell me you're gonna turn your back on him too. Remember the Steel Samarai case? Mr. Edgeworth, how can you get your client declared innocent? I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying right, 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 over and over. Yeah? Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Alright, so who was this witness? Sorry pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything apparently. Sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're gonna turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today, I've forgotten. What are you giving me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Found something? No, sir. Not yet. There was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing. Right, I'm off. Oh. Sorry, pal, I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last thing you want to ask me about before I head back? Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you got the time, drop by the precinct. We could talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. So, what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Oh, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Okay. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right. Now let's get investigating. Yeah, I see no reason why I shouldn't check out the crime scene. Also, boy, that Samarai theme continues. Samarai dog. Anyway, December 25th, Gore Lake Public Beach. Wowzers, this is Gore Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers either. Probably not. But hey, look at the snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how can they not be? They're a little behind the times though. Kids are always such a pink princess now. I mean, like, you know. Nope. Ooh. Also, Uwu. The pink cat, now. Probably want to get through auditions. Wow. Gore Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gore Lake? Oh. Well, a long time ago they used to go gourds here. Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it is shaped like a gourd actually, but that's just coincidence. Oh, okay. I see a tree. Now, the tree's not examinable, but the cat is. Trash can's empty. Now, at least the place is well maintained. Huh. I almost didn't see that signpost. Left to the build docks, right to exit. A lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would stay here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog. Yeah. Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull the string, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. Seen them a lot around New Year's. Hey Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. You know what? Sure. I suppose it can hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket. Classic party nosemaker. Pull the string, it goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. You never know in this game what may or may not be valuable. Well, it's a hot dog stand, but it's closed. Christmas spinach looks a little half-baked. Better read samurai dogs. Somebody needs to somebody needs to redecorate. Alright, to the woods, I guess. December 25th, Gore Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, somebody's camping. As I squint at the sign that says what you should not do. Sure. Oh, they've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. Oh, that's true. Good call, man. Let's go talk to them. I was just saying I could actually scoot around and go. Hey, Nick. Wait. Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why are copying pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum then? I'm not having this conversation. Oh, there's some food and magazines on the sheet. Takes a pretty tough skin to camp out in this cold. Sign says no camping. But I placed a picture tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. Oh, the trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. Can't believe anyone would just drive their car down here. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Nick. Will you just stop that? Maybe it's broken? Don't kick it. Maybe it's set to respond to voices? Well, what then? These things? Party poppers? That's not foreboding or anything, right? Also, jeez, my mouth was dry today. Well, it responded. And it seems like that aggravated someone, probably. Yeah. Hey, you, get your hands off that. Eh? What in the Sam Hill? Look what you've done now. There goes a whole world film. Sorry is nice, but don't pay my bills. You know how much all that world that film costs? I'll pay you back. What do y'all think to set up a pirate popper in a place like this? Well, what? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. I know what y'all Yanks think. I say those southern folks talk with their vegetated troll, right? It must be dumb. Let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Nick, help? And who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no. Rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what y'all gonna say, safe for Judaism's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's strolls and listen to you stutter all day. I guess we're going to make a certain bell voice, I guess. Oh, by the gods. Oh boy. I guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. Well, at least she's not as pissed, as angry looking as the Mrs. Oldbag. I mean, Miss Oldbag. Yeah, so this camera's break to respond to noise. It only responds to loud noises, like a party popper. Oh, I guess I didn't show my badge today, so here. This is my badge. Huh? My badge is supposed to be all shiny and impressive. You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all like gonna try to pull one of those lawsuits on me over that film now? Does that have you know I'm a fighter and I wrestle meaner looking things than you? No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on this lake, on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You too. Y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. Come to think of it, where did Mike get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. Culture gap and all. Maybe you mind, honey. I can't talk yank for ya. If, Oh, I can talk yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta. Lot of heart, but you can call me Lotta. I get it. Lot of heart. I get the reference today. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet ya. Okay. Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. Oh, it happened late at night on Christmas Eve. That's so? Christmas Eve? The man on the boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure though. Yeah, I gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake here for a good 3 days now. Seeing a boat's a choco meal, like, kinda hard to remember when I've seen when. Or which I've seen when. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Yeah, don't really want to know that, do ya? Oh, actually, I'm a researcher student at Country U. Country U. Right in the heart of the Harlan. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at the university. Country U. I bet she's probably the witness that they found. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But we'll see. I'm sure all will be revealed during the court portion of today. Or later today, who knows. So I heard. So when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What exactly are you photographing? Didn't I tell you that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars. So that's quite the camera you have here. Yeah, I better know it. It's German made. Genuine Solingen. Isn't that where they make knives? So what's the device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that mic triggers a shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat. Lotta's camera said to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected, facing the lake. Nada. Yeah. So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. Pistol? Right, now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to a party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey. Yeah, they're pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked them once, don't remember there's anything on them now. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? Oh, do witness at our SUV. I guess we should come back later. Okay, I guess we come back later. Oh, for a second I thought that was a precinct. Now that's the other direction. Okay. Rental shop it is. December 25th, boat rental shop. And Nick? What is this place? The boat rental shop. Close for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either. Boats? I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go on one when the trial's finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. There's more forest stuff that way. I doubt I found any helpful clues in there. Well, there are some boats loading at the dock. Was one of these used for the murder, I wonder? Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go on for a boat ride. Yeah, I can imagine. Wait, can I skew this one? No, I can imagine why, because someone died on the boat, probably. Okay. Back to the office. Back to their office. Police 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. I guess Detective Gumshoe's still in that meeting. Hopefully not getting chewed apart again. Hey. Thanks for coming down, pal. Said the Gumshoe. Just finished a meeting, for better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. I'll look around first. No, these are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files for each one. Funny, they're a lot tighter than I expect. I guess the detectives still spend a lot of time at their desk. That must be one of the detectives. He's smelling something to himself. Alright, hands against the wall, all of you. You wouldn't think about escaping. Got eyes in the back of my head. He must reach some image training for arrest. Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. Hold it, it was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. Oh, nice. I get him a signed mascot. The criminal department is the last thing I do. Good luck. That must be the chief of the detectives here. Due to his computer screen. What? Or lake? Gory sighted? I don't believe it. Should we read something more important? Okay, so okay, there's a whole bunch of jacket squad here. Understood. Alright, how bad is it? Do you know anything about the victim yet? No. So can I DM? Has Mr. Edrup said anything? Not a word. So, how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edrup is human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that he's done something wrong. He wouldn't go hiding it. It's just the kind of guy he is. How can anyone else see that? So do you think that Mr. Edrup did it? Well, the trial starting tomorrow was scheduled. See. And Eddie did tell us about the meeting. Don't go tell anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs your help and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe? How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. Trust each other and that's how it works. Working relationship? See, Mr. Edrup always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times. But there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? Trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. Gotta earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edrup's a man you can trust. And you have my word on that. Alright, the whole reason I'm probably here, probably. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that. Yeah, I made a copy for you. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause, when bullet shot to the heart. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. It's just... I just had this feeling that I'd met him somewhere a long time ago. Well, I hope it helps you, pal. Thanks, Detective. Some evidence beats no evidence. Maybe she's done. It's either she's done or I go back to Edgeworth, probably. Oops, wrong place. Hopefully the former, not... Well, hopefully the latter, not the former. Hey, y'all. Dada. Wait up a sec, we got a bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 photos last night. I mean, 2 pictures last night. Hey. This is him, take a look. Wait. See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yeah. But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But, you know, seeing this photo reminds me of something. Nani? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Yeah, I reckon I should tell the cops. Yes. I reckon so. What's that? Now don't you all try to mug my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. I can have this photo. Later. Maybe I should have said no. What? Can't you all see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, that means I'm on the side of justice. That means the cops. I sooner eat the south side of the northbound skunk than tell ya. Nada. Don't let it get your skis in the punch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying, hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, she saw something. There's not much we can do about it. Question is, what exactly did she see? No, I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. We got a time at least, so that's progress, I guess. 12:25 at 12:15. Smash the looking camera faces the lake. Next to it, a large microphone and a blue plastic sheet. Looks like a computer's attached to the camera. December 25th, Gore Lake Public Beach. There's a place that's giving up their interviewing. Oh, I mean, hey. Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. We found Santa, and he's 15, well, many days early for Christmas. Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Oh, Larry Butts. Larry. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell Samarai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. Like your fiancé deserves the best. Fiancé. Another model, I hope. Oh, fiancé's a fine woman, Nick. It was her idea and I wear this costume. She was like, you go, girlfriend, you know? You bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. It must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Mia Fey. Maya Fey. I'm, little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick. Must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm, my older sister's little sister. Huh. Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya. He's not even listening. You know what? Just for funsies. Oh, that's your attorney's badge, isn't it? Dude, you really helped me back in that trial. Sorry, I can't really pay you. Well, because you blew it all on Kante. But you can have all the dogs you want. Really? Larry, if you literally had your dogs, you won't have any left for your customers. Hey, no problem. That's what makes her happy, you know? How many times do I have to remind you it was me who got you off the hook? Alright, fine. I think it's not that she's hungry. She's always hungry. I suppose you haven't forgotten the whole she almost decided to eat a day-old donut that's been sitting in who knows how long in that security stand. Hey Larry, there was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with fiancé, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Ew. Bruh. Literally, bruh. I think we just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just... Fiancé's just not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. Bruh. There it is. Thanks, Rebel. The motto. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Well, Nick. You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth. Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa. Murder? Yeah? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. Nani? Tell me about the dogs. Oh, you mean the Samarai dogs? Why are they Samarai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs. Ouch. Samarai thing was Kiance's idea. Oh, and she's my woman, you know. Jiozone, change the name and you go girlfriend. She made me that banner. And the kids can't get enough of those Samarai dogs. Something about that just seems woo-woo. I mean, wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake with the big news. The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? So, Mr. Edgeworth is your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, Kim, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's punk was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait. You said defense lawyer? I want to say really is Nani. Or Niete, either one, but he's a prosecutor though. Wait a second. I swear, something is on the same wavelength as the people that voice act. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh. Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who are unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about a man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind now. Honestly, yeah, I should probably hydrate. I do have a backup water. I doubt I'm going to be using it since we're going to be reaching 1 o'clock soon. It's knowing this game, this lawyer thing, the courtroom part is probably going to take a while. Do you know Nick? Nick? What's Scardy? Yeah, you mean you don't know? It's here, this very lake. Giant mysterious monster, Gordy. Monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an advertisement for yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Also, hot news in your area. Giant life form appears in Gourd Lake. Nick, a monster. A real monster. Yeah. Probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here for the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera automatic and we got into the frame. I heard a loud bang, like an explosion. Followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Barry, should I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million? Oh, up, Larry. Article about a monster sighted at Gourd Lake. Okay, I guess there's only one place I can go at this point. Back to Edgeruff, I assume. No. Or back to the office. What is it? Oh. Nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when they went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last time I expected to come up. Maybe I should just go talk to him for old time's sake. Alright, back to Grossberg, I guess. I guess we're going everywhere today. December 25th, Grossberg Law Offices. The rivalry. I mean, to be fair, there's still a lot of like mysteries with this guy, with this dude. Like he was blackmailed in the past. Wouldn't be surprised if there's more dirt on Grossberg. Also, for old time's sake. Old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha, you're Mia's something, are you not? Was there understood? Yes, Phoenix, right? Aha, you're Mia's something too, are you not? Your little sister, yes. You've grown. You come to look a lot like your sister, you know? It takes me back. Ah, days in my youth. The scent of the fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Or has he come here to discuss something? What is it then? Something the matter? Just for old time's sake. Why is the wall there a different color? Well, a big painting was hanging there too recently. Yeah, what happened to it? Well, he gave it to someone. Bet he gave it to some romantic interest. That blooms eternal, Nick. Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel any need to really examine stuff here. The giant opulent bookcase to go with the opulent attorney's desk to go with the opulent client table. I feel like I made that joke so many times. Let's say we did and move on with life. So there was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did it shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. Guess he hasn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think he shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. The Polish by just desserts. Oh, the bitter desserts. A badge? You've really grown up in the past few years, my dear. Proud of me it would be if she could see you now. She said she was more worried about me than anything. Just go on and take the compliment, will you? Right, because the photo is connected to the autopsy report. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man before. I mean, somewhere before. Huh? Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Okay, so this place is connected somehow. So, who is this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond? He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DLC6 incident. Alright. I remember because it's the one picture we took from this office, right? That just sounds so familiar. Perhaps you remember? Sure, someone mentioned during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss to use a spirit medium. Yeah? Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. Spirit medium Misty Faye, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. The case was a loss. A conviction was made. And now we come full circle. The L6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. Very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Faye used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to the charges being laid against one man, But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her then, right, Mr. Gosberg? Yes. Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. Right, I remember now. DL6. Never thought I'd hear the name again. But wait, does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure. I know that he's guilty because during a previous case, we found out that he sort of took a bribe, then promptly was blackmailed. I won't say for reasons why because I don't want to spoil that case in case there's lurkers in the chat. But I don't know. We'll find out. I'm sure we'll probably find out at some point, but for now, I think we need to focus on the current case at hand, which is Edgeworth. It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DLC accident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. Okay, there's your tying with the case, I guess. Nani? His father? You wanna know more? You should ask him yourself. Show him this. Sure, he'll talk to you. Wait. This is a photograph of my mother. Hey, that photo came back to us again. Misty Faye. Mother of Mia and Maya Faye. Show this photograph to Miles Edgeworth. He'll have something to say to you then. Okay, well, we're waiting for it. Let's go. Sheesh. All I can say is that case sucked. Misty's mother, Edgeworth's father. And also, detention center visitors room again, for the 5th time, I think. What's this? I was hoping you got my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Yes, he hasn't found anyone yet. Can I ask you about the murder? Right. I'll ask you again, just leave me alone. Please try to understand. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough or because I look down on you. Just don't want you anywhere near this case, understand? Why'd you go to Gore Lake? I have no intention of telling you. Nor apparently would you tell the gun show. Tell the gun show is really worried about you. Yeah, he's definitely acting sooner, but there has to be a reason, but for now, yes. Yeah. Edgeworth? Only been a matter of hours since you last visited. And you made a clearly progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You were always single-minded in your work now. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident? Right, DL6. Didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. Sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. Just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? Don't know. But... see no point in hiding anything from me now. Very well. Ask whatever you'd like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. Sad. Oh. Can I show my badge again for funsies? Your attorney's badge? Oh. Alright, fine. I guess I finally get answers to what this case was about. Or incident, one of the two. The L6 incident. It's when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed. Saw it all. Jeez. My memories from that time are... foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim of the in the Gore Lake murder. Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. Nani, you mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now... this. About to end? The Elsis incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitation on that case runs out in 3 days. Nani? Nick? What does that mean? When a case's statute of limitation runs out legally, that case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. However. Sheesh. So, what happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. Guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murderer and suspect in such a big case. So, was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Oh, I thought he would have something to say. Who would have thought to be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. Wasn't me. Right? I answered to ask you just now. I know. You want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Of course. You would have guessed this day would come. Not me. There's a chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. Guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request is given to Detective Gumshoe. Well, I guess we should. Yeah. What's that? Earthquake, Nick? It's a big one. Yeah. Calm me down. Yeah, that was scary. Yeah. Where's Edgeworth? Yeah. There. He's on the floor of the ball, shivering. Guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edward doesn't seem like he's gonna be standing up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. Okay, we just need to get this to Detective Gumshoe. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. What's going on here? Yeah. What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. She says you came to talk with y'all after what happened. After hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edward the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. Can't go around covering up evidence. Trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. I'll get on the thing after, but we have stuff to talk about. Something of that, I guess. I'm sure we'll find out more eventually, but for now, we do have to worry about clearing his name first before we worry about this whole DL6 stuff. So, what did Miss Hart say? She says he saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. Nani? He even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. But you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting. That's why she said she's gonna enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a little, but it should let us see who's who. She can do that. Oh, so there's gonna be a large photograph that shows Edward in the acts. Great, just great. I probably should have told her. I mean, great. In any case, she's gonna be the one testifying tomorrow. Yeah. What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there's a cancellation. Cancellation? I'm afraid tomorrow's gonna be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. Got a witness who says she shot at the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that's a pretty unwinnable case. Wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's gotta be something I've overlooked. Sounds like Mr. Edgeworth's gonna ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. We still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him defend you. You have to make him that you defend him, please. Right, I already have that. Calm down. Actually, before I do that... Profiles. Okay, I have a lot of profiles. There's Maya, Edgeworth. Loudheart, age 22. Needs to be a research student. She's camped out to photograph shooting stars. Larry Butts. A friend and former classmate. Also my first client. Often the cause of trouble. We have Grossberg, who we've seen before. Richard Hammond, age 48. The victim in this case. Also the defense attorney in the DL6 incident. Misty Faye, age 46. Mia and Mother's father, a spirit medium, vanished after the DLC 6 incident. Gregory Edgeworth, deceased, victim in DLC 6 incident 15 years ago. Right, right evidence. Oh, look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Gotta wait till the last moment to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones just for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. To go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what is it with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes? I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Well, it might be a clue. Looks like it or not, DL6 is definitely going to be involved in this one. So we're definitely going to go full circle with this, no doubt. But for now, save the game. I'm not going to continue it because we're already at 120. Jeez, time really did fly today.